Well, I hope this will do. So I don't want anybody seeing Hunter Biden in my closet. Ooh, I said somewhat comfort, no, dramatic name, a sensitive name. But lo and behold, I'm still here. Before I get into this rant, I wanted to mention a victory. I think it's important before I get into this. This is nonsense. I feel that is necessary to talk about. This is complete nonsense. But first, why not talk about something that I'm proud of? And I wish to thank everybody and anybody that has been a part of what we have been trying to do here. And I'd like to focus on that for just a moment. And if anything's wrong with the audio or I put this all haphazardly together, I'm not doing my official StreamYard, OBS, yada yada. This is just the pure substance I wish to get to. So please feel to let me know if something's not on the up and up. The victory at hand that I want to discuss is it's nothing. Hey, what's up? Good evening, White Dragon. I'm glad that you can hear me okay, and I'm assuming that since nobody said otherwise, happy for yo it has not been a happy Friday. Let's cut right into it before I get into the victory. Today has been one of the most challenging days in my professional life that I've had in a very long time. I'd say in 10 years. And I did everything I had to, everything I could. And sometimes that's just unfortunately what the work world, if you don't have the dream job, you just have to do something you don't want to do. That's reality. Now, aside from that, what's up, Trisha? And slapped by Sly. I'm glad you're here specifically because I'm gonna get into some things. The first thing is the victory. All right, here's the victory. No, it's not that Welch's apple juice is just 100% delicious, you silly goose. It's that last important live that was about the most sensitive topics in America today, in the world, that usually for the past not only just the past 7 to 8 months, but my 3 years with Josh on Stuck in the Middle, we have been so accustomed to seeing any time that we were talking about sensitive material that was critical of people in power on the left side. I've been outwardly, very clearly, I've been using this platform because I say time and time again, it's a blessing to have a platform, to have a place where people actually care to listen what you present, which is why I think it's best that we utilize that and bring things to the big boy table. So I don't know if it's a miracle or a once off or just a mistake. I don't know if me constantly bringing it up is asking for it to be taken away, but through some, I don't use this term lightly, through some miracle. Okay, normally what do we all see? Anything that is a bit too right leaning, too conservative, or not left friendly enough, or too critical of any communities or LGBTQ ZRL, all that stuff. Normally I'm accustomed to, and I can show you, and I have been. In my mind, in my delusional mind, the person that has to manually review the videos and the content of this channel, because I request a review every time they slap that red or that yellow dollar sign, meaning you're shadow banned or we're not gonna reward this material, and that every like counts. By the way, if it's no trouble, smash the button. I truly believe we have begun a battle against and for the algorithm. We are actively, and I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not just being sensational. I truly believe we're fighting censorship, and I don't know if we're winning or this is just some freak accident. So I will show you guys the proof. I got a strange message from one of my exes, by the way. Uh, Here, I'll keep this vague. Called me by the wrong name and mentioned how she was doing something with another dude, and I was like, "Yo, that was like 20 years ago. You okay?" Anyway, so analytics, right? You'll see. Look, even my title of the short, censor this, which thank you. It's amazing that shorts sadly get the most traction. Yellow. Okay, this is important. Oh, is it too bright? Is it too bright? Okay, all right. So take my word for it, but I would like you to actually see it. There we go. And yellow. You see that little P sign right there? That piss flavor. So here's another one. The one that says 90s Batman, the animated series. Yellow. That means no monetization, zero. time and time again. What's up, Patricia? I'm glad to catch you. So this, my friends, I don't know. I've been so active in being transparent on how YouTube is dealing with a person that has been a Democrat for so many years and has suddenly gone rogue, gone full right. I think I've come to terms with I'm a conservative these days. Not a lot of people seem to understand that, and YouTube is having a very interesting time following with the progress and the evolution here. And sorry, I have to dismiss some crap here. And so, what I was going to show is that everything demonetized, demonetized, demonetized. I said not it's not curse words, it's the material. Hunter Biden, election information, COVID, all of the things that we have been taught and indoctrinated by now to believe are so scary that we can't, even mention it in passing. China, our government compromised, human trafficking, child trafficking. All these things were covered in the last live that we all participated in. And guess what? I hope it's a victory. I can't say this enough. It's still green. Does that does have we accomplished something? I hope so, because there is a mass exodus happening. People are going to Rumble. We no longer trust the mainstream platform. So YouTube, I'm kind of shocked, and I'm gonna continue because I don't want this to be just a, what's up, Tracy? I don't want this to just be a one off. I want this to be consistent. I want free speech to be celebrated on every platform. We should not be worrying about saying the wrong damn thing. And I guess I'll add a caveat, like within reason. Don't come on here and incite violence or something. But hey, I also said in that last live, I thought J6th was a good thing, and that live is still up and it's monetized. So I'm impressed. That's the win. I attribute that to everybody that has helped, because maybe the fact that had the most interaction, I can only formulate theories on the go. I'm not on the inside. I did get everybody that was watching to hit the like button with the most effort than ever before. And vis-a-vis, it has the most likes. Last time I checked, 42. And lo and behold, it's all the stuff that I didn't ask people to hit the like button that they seem to, I don't know. I'm assuming. I'm not a big deal. It's a small channel. But it just seems that when they know the audience is actually interactive and watching the information being put out, it seems to make a difference. So please go out of your way, if you can, to show the support to the people you support. And those like buttons, that thumbs up, it seems to, maybe, I'm only theorizing, actually make a difference. And for that, I'm proud. A round of applause to all of you. Thank you. I think maybe we've accomplished something. And now, okay, now I got to take the kids' gloves off and talk about something stupid. And I'm going to try to remain not as impassioned as I want to be, because I was so, I don't know. Okay, maybe I need some insight. And if the person at hand is watching, I kept it anonymous. But I want it to be very, very, very clear. This channel, myself as the blessed person with the platform, this channel and myself are not to be used, manipulated, or fed any kind of information so that because I have XYZ amount of subs, or because I'm close to this individual or that individual, that I will now be weaponized so I can go and fight somebody else's battle or your battle. This is a place that celebrates independent thinkers. Okay, I want a mishmash. I want a huge gathering of independent thinkers, the largest group of independent thinkers possible. I don't want an echo chamber. I don't want yes men. I want something that will actually accomplish something. If everybody agrees and just has a circle jerk, nothing gets done. Nothing gets done. We all know the panels and shows that operate like that. We all know the groups, communities that I walked away from and I put behind me. Were the numbers there? If I would have stuck with it, if I would have engaged in the drama, if I would have kept on milking that I was the first one, I think, to tell on myself. I said, look, this is how I feel about it. It made some other people uncomfortable. I wish them well. And I think as time went on, we got to see that some people felt a certain way. And I think they eventually had some serious, sincere self-reflection to do about what their true intention was. Because you don't get on here every day and you cannot, I'm convinced, I'm sure somebody out there can and has proved me wrong already. But to come up here and be fake every day of your life, I couldn't imagine the exhaustion. Okay. I was bullshitting myself for about 4 months, 5 months, and I came clean. I felt liberated. Okay, I made it clear. Even the use of something as petty or small as hashtags, I made it an issue because I felt that it's like you're admitting to you're admitting that you're using bait to the people, and that I want me to stand and I want this channel, everybody involved, to stand on our own merits and be acknowledged as independent thinkers. So again, if you want to bring up something like I was sent a message earlier today, what's up, Martin's daddy? And Sandra, I haven't come up with a nickname. By the way, this is out of the blue. She calls me Ew PP, which is the most charming James Bond-ish name ever. Thank you very much. My initials are Eli, and my last name starts with a W. That's right. I got so lucky, and I didn't really think it through with the acronym when I said Progressive Patriot. So now you can, yeah, PP. You're welcome. Didn't think that one through, did I? Sandra, I got a nickname for you. I just don't have it at the moment. So yeah, if anybody feels some sort of compulsion to drag me back or go Godfather 3 style, like they brought me back in, and hey man, did you see what this person said about you 5 months ago, 2 months ago? Yo, bro, look, I got pictures of somebody alluding or saying something about you, this, that, and then. And look, I'm more focused on the now. If this was something within the past 4 or 5, if it was within a week, if somebody's talking smack about me and you think we're friendly, okay, you know what? Thank you. I won't pew pew the messenger. I'll be grateful that somebody's looking out. I don't want to get too intense on loyalty. That's okay. Be free, be liberated. Go out and support anyone and whomever you want. I don't believe in this tribalistic mentality that's still going on in that world I walked away from. I still have respect. You know who I got respect for? I try not to name drop, but I'm going to name drop. And we used to be in touch a bit more personally. But anyway, I will throw my thanks out, as unpopular as it may be with some, to Father and Son Reacts. They have been sincere, pure of heart, honest, even when I took my break, checking up on me. Thank you. Those are good, decent people. And lo and behold, they seem to be like the only ones that don't participate in this everyday, day to day, just menacing days of our lives drama. And while I know it gets numbers, there's a lot of people that love going there and watching it day in and day out. I feel a little sorrow and a little pity. But I also have to acknowledge sometimes I'm guilty. Sometimes I want to see what the train wreck looks like. But there's so many channels I do not go to. I make it a point not to go. And I swear that some of these large channels have forgotten the things they have said to me in private, receipts and all that. There was people that have showed text messages of me. That's not how I roll, okay? But don't forget everything you did and you've said. It's there, set in stone. I don't want to. This is not a threat. I'm not threatening anybody, but don't put me in a precarious spot where I got to be like, okay, well, look at this here. Don't you look a fool? My favorite one, and I will leave the name out, but I kind of already said this one out loud in the past, and I dropped the name. Somebody who goes on panel time and time again for like 10 hours, 12 hours, like interrogated me for an hour about how I got to know Creek Squad and how I came about them. And it was the craziest thing. I think it was on Easter or Thanksgiving. It was on holiday. And that was in the conversation too. And on my IG, I was like, dude, you're like really intense, man. This is kind of freaking me out. Homeboy was like legit, and he was like, yo man, yeah, oh, and by the way, I got like mad lawyers. I got mad lawyers, bro. I think he even like halfway offered if you need help with lawyers, man, because he was acknowledging he noticed, I had some trolls. You know how you deal with them. You kind of don't. I've seen how it works. Here's a name I will drop. I think almost the entirety of YouTube knows. Sorry, dude, but not sorry. This is how it is. Square. or Willy's Wonka World, whatever, I have tried to plead with him and tell him everything I could possibly about, every time you re-engage, you're just feeding them, you're giving them everything they want, and they're going to keep on using it. Um, it's yes, I know one of your accounts is compromised, they have archives, so on and so forth, but that's one example of how not to deal with trolls. Even though I still, it's terrible all around, and I don't think I'm on any sides anymore. And what's up here? Okay, I'll get a little bit involved. Don't pull me in. I'm not going to go full in on this. What is up with the word "lil" being attached to, like, I'm not saying the names. By God, I am not getting pulled into that smoke or that fire. Okay, but why do people have the "lil" in front? That's a thing, right? Is that another? The verse thing is that I mean, the infiltration is complete. Is the phase complete? Is the mission accomplished? Is this collusion? Do we need another Steele dossier, but it's going to be called the verse dossier? YouTube. Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, I'll leave my commentary on that. We had an interesting run in together, and yeah, that's there. It's not my best hour, but by God, I'm glad it was brief. It was like a band-aid getting ripped off. But so yeah, I'm confused. I'm confused. If anybody is gonna begin a channel, I would assume that it's your independence and your ability to cast your own honest perception and share that with people that are not necessarily like-minded. And they come back because you have that unique, only you can think of perspective to share. But when you all congregate and get all tribal, like I swear, it feels like we're still primates up in here living in our caves, and I've lost track. No disrespect unless you've disrespected me recently. I live in the now. Somebody sent me a message today and said, "Oh my God, this person said this about you," and I was like, "Okay, you know what? If it was a long time ago, I'm not really interested." And that could have pulled me into a whole thing that would have been absolutely unnecessary and taken us away from everything we've accomplished. And I truly believe we did accomplish something with the last live that was 24 hours ago, 48 hours ago, where we talked about child and human trafficking without YouTube demonetizing us, Hunter Biden, elections being compromised. Can you even believe we can say these things out loud without worrying about Big Brother coming to get us? It's absolutely amazing. What's up, Angel? My Instagram is the Eli from 84. Make of that what you will. I'm 84 years old. No. That's me, the Eli from 84. You can find me on IG. Just no more crap about any he said, she said. I don't care if you got the receipts. If it's more than a month ago, we got bigger fish to fry. And right now, that's the majority of the DNC and a couple of bipartisan bills and the Patriot Act .20, where they're trying to overreach and get involved and stifle our free speech. We should all be on board and together on this. So I literally cry on the inside when I see how much time people with potential and a reach spend on talking about each other or other men. I don't understand to the depths some people are going. Is it the entertainment value? Is it that this is just inherent? Is this why Jerry Springer was so famous? Maury Povich, and like, this is what 90s television hasn't died. It just evolved, and it's called YouTube. That's exactly what's happening. I was watching a documentary where somebody ended up finally getting their life taken away because they were humiliated on the world stage on television. Jenny something, I forget her name. This is a documentary that's on Netflix. There was a fella. The whole premise was and the Supreme Court ended up upholding it though. Like the premise was, do you have a same sex friend that you want to tell you got the hots for? Well, we'll keep it a secret. Let's break the secret to you. And they did this, and it humiliated a man so much so, and the gay individual didn't let up after the show, and the straight fella didn't take too kindly to it and decided to go express himself with a shoddy. So they did end up trying the show, and all this. Sadly, all of that crap that minutia and trash, that trash television, which we all enjoyed, did we not? Did I was watching Jerry Springer. I was getting the unedited clips. I wanted to see them fights and everything that came with it. Now that I'm older, am I any better than I was? Because I don't know. Sometimes I'm slipping up and watching the very crap I condemn, but I do my best not to. And I'm very, very picky, choosy, and I select very delicately which channels I'll even engage on. I don't like lurking. I like to be a part of whatever's going on. So with yeah, Jenny Jones. Thank you, Trisha. Jenny Jones. So they won the first case. The family they proved that it was provoked, and none of this would have happened if it wasn't for that trashy television show. But the Supreme Court it went further and further, and at the end of the day, and this is a lesson to people like Square or Willie World, people that are victims, but also talk nothing about anything else than being a victim. That gets very like I even understand how I may have come off that way when I first started complaining about my trolls like that's anybody else's issue. You have to fight some battles on your own. You can't hop around being like, yo, I got beef over here, so let's go make some pork chops. Nah, man. They got their own pork chops. I got my own steak. We all gonna have a meal separately. This is not a family engagement thing. We gotta just handle our own. Okay. So anyway, Sly, Steve, what's up, Steve? Yeah, please. By the way, I think we truly accomplished something. Let me read this. I thought you don't have to worry about me. Hey, no, no, no. Well, Angel, please bear in mind if you have a topic of any importance, something you're passionate about, reach me. Or if you want to reach out, you want to talk about addiction or events in the world, please message me. Feel free. I just don't want to hear like, yo, man, this person said something rude about you, said you smell like mayonnaise about 2 months and four score ago. Like I can do without that. If if you have something of merit, bring it on over. And this is a very interactive thing I'm trying to keep alive. I believe between all of us bringing as independent thinkers and nothing less coming together, we can achieve something great. And I just can't help but feel brokenhearted at that goes for everybody. The people that get 300 viewers when they go live just to talk smack about men talking about other men. Ooh, nothing gets me hot and bothered more than men talking about men for 12 hours. Let me get some more of that. So, I think I said everything that needed to be said. Steven, Sandra, everybody, if you can help me come up with a new name for Sandra, I will reward you in some shape or form. Okay, a white dragon, a queen survivor, and everybody else. That's what Angel. I know you're up there somewhere. Hey, Angel, up there somewhere. It's like a pun, kind of. Please, I see there's greater numbers than there are of the thumbs up, and apparently, I truly believe it matters. YouTube sees if your channel is interactive, if your audience really cares and watches. I truly believe that's what helped make all the difference in keeping the most controversial live I've had in a long time completely in the green. Let's see if it was a fluke, and then we will see, and I will report it just as I post screenshots of everything that gets punished, taken down. Who knows how shadow banning works? We're gonna fight this good fight. Uh, Last question, because I think it's gonna break into a larger live. Have you guys seen, perchance, um, it's not Matt, well, by Steven Crowder? I think the right has found its first righty to cancel. It's crazy. When I started as the blue, no matter who, Democrat, progressive, supported Antifa and BLM, I would crap on the Hodge twins and Candace Owens and all that, which is so funny in hindsight, being that they're African Americans with their own independent thinking, and I somehow thought I knew better than them. Right? That's a part of the. I don't want to crap on. Well, yeah, okay. You know what? I do want to crap on the liberals that much. Liberals essentially are people that think they know better than you. Okay, so yeah, this whole thing with Crowder, that 3-minute video of him completely emotionally abusing his 8-month pregnant wife with their twins. What a piece of shit he was. So I really think you haven't seen Steven? Bro, check the footage and check everything. And apparently he's been lying to his audience about it all, which is what makes it more egregious, right? And I guess this falls into showing how much of a control freak he is. But he's a wealthy fella. He took on the Daily Wire. He turned down millions of dollars. One car. He's sitting down. See, now if I would have known I'd be talking about this, I would have had the freaking the clips and StreamYard on. He's sitting down smoking a cigar. His 8-month pregnant wife, her belly is about to pop freaking open, and she's speaking like a freaking angel, trying to be civil. And meanwhile, like he's reporting to his audience that she got her lawyer and fled and this and that, and she actually was trying to make things work. And at one point even said, like, I will fuck you up. And he was forcing her to, it's like, put on gloves and walk the dog, and you got to do wifely things. And I look, a conservative household, Christian household, although I've never seen that kind of behavior, you be the judge. Okay, please do yourself a service and see, because this was somebody that I celebrated as being a voice. I love to change my mind. That's the kind of material I live for. He's willing to engage in debate, but he is not, to me, that is no man. I would love, I'll conduct a poll and I'll share a link of the footage. I'd love to know all of your feedback about how he handled himself with his angel of a wife. I know there's more to it. Okay, we can't sum up a marriage that was however long from 3 minutes of him being a piece of shit. But it's very telling, and there's a whole pattern of behavior. Just check Candace Owens' recent video. So I guess I've ranted as much. Yeah, shills is what a lot of these people that we follow. Steven Crowder, slap by Sly. Steven motherfucking Crowder. I love, by the way, YouTube totally, really, truly doesn't care about you dropping the motherfucking F bombs if you're talking about it way towards the end. They really give a shit if you're talking about it within the first 15 minutes. So fucking feel liberated, okay? Talk like a sailor after 15 minutes. Anyway, no more eggshells. We got to win. Let's celebrate that and let the message be very clear. Don't come at me with any bullshit, even if your intentions are pure, though I doubt it. You don't need to tell on somebody that I'm now friends with, and you don't need to try to get me engaged in any drama on YouTube. Okay? As long as I have at least 500 subscribers, I'm going to keep on bringing important topics to the table. I wish I didn't have to cover the shit I did, but it had to be said because it's a one and done. Okay. And with that, I need some hardcore Welch's apple juice. Freaking hardcore. Hold on here. All right. Hold on here, says. See that serious sip? That's what we do up in here. Okay. What's up? Yo, Crystal. I'd say your whole thing, but I'm not doxing you if I read your screen name, right? Claire Breyer, like Briar's Patch. Man, I really should have thought about this whole PP acronym thing. Claire, give me a nickname for Sandra, okay? Because all right, last time we tell the story, my initials for my real name is Ill. Yeah, yeah. My middle name starts with an R, so I could cancel that and say you can refer to me as ERW. But if you take the R out and you just leave the acronym for Progressive Patriot, you got ILPP. It doesn't sound attractive. So what do you think, Claire Bear? What do you think? Wait, it's from Briar Island, not a. I can't. You. What are you? Are you gonna pronoun me right now? Did I misappropriate and misidentify your Briar's Patch? Ooh, that sounded terrible. I mean, your Briar's Island. I mean, Forget it. I quit. Sandra. All right. I freestyle. I've done spoken word poetry. What rhymes with it? Sandra. Oh man, this is gonna be quite a moment here. Patricia, what you got? Your initials are PP as well? Oh man, my heart goes out to you. You had to deal with that in high school. I just got to deal with it on these YouTube streets. I gotta adjust. Sorry, it's gonna get like IMAX up in here. Oh, look at that Bernie sticker that's still there. You know what? Let's do something monumental, huh? Ain't nothing more special than doing stuff for the first time. Like that's what makes going live special to me. I don't know if you guys were aware how long I talked about how much I loved Bernie Sanders, and he has shown himself finally, like he endorsed Biden within hours. All right. I advocated and fought and donated. I went door to door in the trailer parks around here. I've gotten into fights over this crap. It's time to show some evolution. This is gonna hurt a little bit, but he has been. You can't be within the system of capitalism and complain about it, right? So it's time to bring that. Yep. Oh man. I still appreciate so much of what he did. Believe it or not, he was the loose screw on the left, just like Trump was on the right. It's just two extremes, polar opposites. That sticker's coming down live, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, I need some of my courage juice. I feel like Popeye the Sailor Man on this bitch. Let's do it. Doing it live. Hold on, let me get my my 8-pack ready. Well, the next step, like I always thought, leaving the sticker I have of this name on my car was like a sign, like I was a part of something. Just how people felt back in the day when like we did deserve a Bernie versus Trump matchup, but the DNC was too corrupt to allow that. So we got Bitchton Hillary. But yeah, this is official. It's official when the stickers come off. I am in no way. There's no progressive or a lefty that is a representation of the constituency I feel that I am a part of. I am solely rooting for Trump and DeSantis, and here and there, I only see people like even Ted Cruz, and I need to start memorizing the names of the gentlemen that I watch on these hearings day in and day out. So that's where I am. Name change. Yeah, that's something to think about altogether separately. But thanks for the golf clap. Hold on. Let's do what's the sound of a one hand clapping? How's that go? No, there was something more to it, right? Yeah, there you go. Take that. Sandra, I just, for the life of me, Larry Elder, I don't know who that is, but I've heard the name before. Sandra, here you go. Randomly, I can't think of anything that rhymes, but you're sitting there from your position of privilege, just calling me ew pee pee. I'm call you golf clap. You are now officially and solely known as golf clap. You're welcome. All right, guys. I don't know if I'll be coming back on. Uh, today was a nightmare, and sometimes we have to accept, not complain, that our jobs can be that, but it's a part of a testament to the human spirit and strength. We keep marching forward because we want to persevere. We don't know if the outcome will be to our favor, but we keep marching forward despite the bullshit. Even though we were all there when Atreyu lost his horse in Never Ending Story, that broke our hearts. Okay, I didn't think I'd go on, but here I am, 24 years later, 38 years old, still strong. So don't give up on yourself. Don't get sucked into the nonsense, distraction, smoke and mirrors. Don't go into hive mind thinking. Just celebrate your independence and your independent thought. Namaste. Good night. Bye, golf clap.